It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play is to the air. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
To throw it on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Putting the tight end in motion. Working inside the red zone. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. He takes a pop and the ball comes out. And out of bounds inside the 5. Ooh, the sideline saves him there. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's in for the touchdown. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. Younghoe Koo on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. 30. Gets the 10. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. finish off their opening drive. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took them a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them. The guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball is headed to the 40. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Dumped off to his running back. Has some daylight through the 40. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They motion the tight end over. They'll throw on first. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Throw on 3rd down. That heater is going to fall to the turf. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd down's critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the score remains knotted 7-all.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. They send the tight end in motion left. Another try following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
3rd and long for him here. Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. That's their rookie from Notre Dame.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second and 8. Got a man, it's Drake London. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Falcons will have a first. Staying with Robinson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From the 37. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 21. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away. You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Handoff on 2nd and short. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd down from the gun. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks knocks it away. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Collects this at the 35. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Falcons will take over. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll start this series with an option left. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Falcons will have a first.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Pitts brings it in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They send a man in motion. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll get it down for a solid gain to about the 37. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Third down give to Robinson. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. Couldn't manage even a yard on that run, so now it's 4th down. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Sending a receiver left. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Connecting on the slant. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New set of downs for him at the 38. To throw here on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Along the sideline past midfield. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Pass play coming here. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first. They'll throw it again. Completed over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Kate, you can give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Falcons going nickel to defend this 3rd down play. They're throwing it. Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
Never eat shredded wheat. North, east, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Play action on 1st down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Only 1 play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. From midfield now. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So now on is Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And this stays tied here in the 2nd.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. throwing it to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
One final shot before halftime. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Thrown back, gets the handoff. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here's 2nd and 2. He throws a bullet deep to the brought in inside the 20. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take the lead right away in half number 2. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So it's 2nd down coming up. He's going to throw this one. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Motioning him from the slot right. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stopped at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Robinson on the inside give. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
It is Cup, left side. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 13 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first. Working inside the red zone. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. There are costly interceptions, Brock. And then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They bring their tight end left. Throwing again from their own end zone now. Hits him on the out route. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Lions readying for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. Ball in his hands right around midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Falcons are going to be in great shape as they take over. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the third. Coup on now for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got a man left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Here's a throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Falcons get it as he makes his third interception in this game.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
That's brought in by Mooney. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Pass play now. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Running left is Robinson. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Throwing from the gun. Into the hands of Pitts. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. The tight end going in motion right. From the 16. Pitts brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Tight end going in motion here. From the gun on 3rd down. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like the DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Back to throw, needing a 1st. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Fullback trying to power it across. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
On 2nd and 2. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Falcons take possession of the football.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up first and goal. Here's an option play to the left. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain that time, and now it'll be second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And he drives this forward to the 6.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Looking to throw. Finds his target, Robinson. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Cool, all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Gibson now to return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter.
Off to the races, middle of the field. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions now trailed by just a point in the 4th. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Well, he certainly went all out for that block. Didn't find the football, but he did find the punter, and the roughing call keeps that offense out there with a new set of downs. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Hits his running back. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. Oh, he lost the football. Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. A 9-yard rip on the ground there, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Robinson up the middle. Juke free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons have taken the lead late. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Throwing the out route complete. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. He's on the move. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one's worked out. Before being stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Falcons make the play that should win them this game.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and it happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
2nd down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. Here's Robinson. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. The Falcons nearing a victory as he drops to a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Or both?
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.